All right, what's going on, YouTube? This is Keith.
And this is Brian.
And you are watching Less Magic, More Gathering. And we have another week of spoilers. We got a lot of spoilers out there.
Yeah.
So we're doing our top picks of all the Guilds of Ravnica spoilers. So let's get into these, take a look, and see what our favorites so far are. What do you got?
Well, sorry. I went ahead and chose. I just picked a couple. We went 3 today, yeah. So I went 3 cards. I picked one that I like because I like when you play this game, and sometimes you have to really make your opponent think strategic wise. You know, you gotta just don't play something like, oh, okay, cool. Now let's play something like, oh crap, what do I do next? So first one I went with was Risk Factor. It's a 3-drop instant card, and it says target opponent may have Risk Factor, deal 4 damage to them. If that player doesn't, you draw 3 cards. And it also has the Jumpstart ability, which you may cast this card from your graveyard by discarding a card in addition to paying its other mana costs, other costs. Then exile this card. So I like that because it's, you know, puts a little bit of pressure on your opponent depending on the situation you are. So if you don't want to take 4 damage, but you don't want to give them 3 cards because maybe they're fast, maybe they've got an aggro type deck, and you're just giving them more ammunition by making them draw 3 cards.
What is that? Is that an instant?
Yes, instant. That could happen anytime. So I mean, you can play it on their turn. Be like, hey, so I'll just play this 3 here, take 4, and now I've got to draw. Now you're giving me 3 draws before my next turn. So it's kind of like, ugh. So that was pretty cool.
So early in the game, they're probably just going to take the 4 damage, but then
at the end of the game, and that's in the graveyard, so you can play that any time. So you can play it again. I like that too. So,
you just burn them up. You know, that'd be good in a burn deck.
Oh yeah,
you burn them down and then cast it again, and it'll help refill your hand.
I guess you're not taking 4 life because you would die. So I'll just draw 3 cards.
Yeah. You want to go to 2? No. Okay.
Okay. So that's my first pick for this week's spoilers.
That's not bad.
Yeah, that's a good one.
I went with an instant too. I went with Justice Strike. It's a red and a white, and then target creature deals damage equal to its power to itself. So things like, you know, obviously red doesn't have, or really white even, doesn't have, I mean, white's got good removal in the form of exiling things and stuff like that, destroying all creatures, whatever the case may be, but they don't have like, hey, I want to get rid of that Galta. Let's do a bunch of damage to it.
Yeah, it's more of a let's get it.
This kind of, and red doesn't really have anything. I mean, there's a couple spells, I guess, but they don't have a lot that's like, I'm going to cast 1 spell and kill a Galta. But this will take care of things like Galta and most of your big dinosaurs, as long as they're not indestructible or whatever. I think most of them are going to be able to be taken out with that. There's a lot of creatures that this will hit and kill. And if it doesn't kill them, it'll at least get them close enough that if you've got another spell, you can cast another spell behind it to finish it off.
What's the mana cost on that one again?
That's 2. It's a red and a white.
Yeah, that's pretty gnarly.
So it can do a lot of damage if it's obviously a big creature. So,
yeah, I like it.
That's what I went with.
That's a good one.
It's not super impressive, but you know, being in that color combination and being able to deal out big damage to, you know, any creature that doesn't have hexproof, then, you know.
Yeah, I mean, it works out, especially if it's a 2-drop. I mean, it's a really cheap card to be beneficial.
And it's instant speed.
Yeah, it's definitely something you can do some more, you know, build around and use that for what it's worth with other cards that hopefully are going to be in this new set and even some of the older ones. So
yeah.
I like it. That's a good one.
There we go.
All right. My next pick, I went with a legendary creature, a 4-drop, 1 black, 1 blue, and 2 colorless. Etrata, the Silencer. When Etrata the Silencer can't be blocked. I started to say something that wasn't.
Did you say blue and black?
Yes, black and blue.
Oh man, I picked a blue and black card too.
I'm sorry.
A blue and black creature.
I told you what I was picking before we went through this. Who cares? All right, so she can't be blocked. Whenever Etrata deals combat damage to a player, exile target creature that player controls and put a hit counter on that card. That player loses the game if they own 3 or more exiled cards with hit counters on them. Etrata's owner shuffles Etrata into their library. So, how does that work out?
I don't know. You'd have to, I mean, either you've got to get her out there 3 times and deal damage.
When do you shuffle her into her library?
After that resolves.
So after they lose the game, or just after the card at the very end of the resolve this? So when she deals combat damage,
yeah.
So she goes into her owner's library.
Yeah,
that seems like a good thing to put. What is that called? The helm of the host on. You won't have to worry about.
Yeah, that'd be a good one. I don't remember what creature you mentioned putting it on last week or the week before. That would be a lot better because that's going to make, if you put the helm of the host on that, you're going to be able to
do that.
Have one of those out there every turn,
and you wouldn't even have to swing with this one because the helm of the host will have to go on something else. Wouldn't it? Yeah. So you wouldn't have to swing with this one. Just copy it and swing with the other ones.
Yeah.
And who cares if they get? I mean, because you can't shuffle a token back in.
That's what I was getting ready to say too. You've either got to find a way to get more creatures exiled with hit counters on them, which I think that's the only card that does it.
3 seems kind of like a low number, but if you get this out here, it's not going to stay on the field. It's just going to get targeted.
Well, it's either going to get targeted or you get one and then it goes back into your library and you've got to hope you get to another one.
Yeah. So yeah, that's definitely have to find a way to copy it. Obviously, there are ways.
But that's cool that you could. I didn't even think of Helm of the Host. I was sitting here in my head going, "How could you make more of those?"
It's right in front of you, buddy. And it's a 3/5, so it's not bad. It's got decent defense, and it's only 4-drop. But obviously, there's other things to do to get that so you can deal the damage. Obviously, make it fly. There's still flying cards out there and some other stuff.
It says it can't be blocked, right?
Oh, never mind. It can't be blocked. Who cares about flying? Way to go. Read your own card, idiot. I read that right off the bat, and I started to read something else. Like, I was like, yeah, when it comes to the field, that's not what I meant to say.
Yeah, it can't be blocked.
Yeah, so it can't be blocked. So it doesn't matter, obviously. They're going to target it for sure. They don't want to have, for one, lose creature getting exiled, and two, be that close to losing the game by having counters on it. So that's a pretty cool one. I like that one. Last time I tried to do a black-blue deck, it failed miserably, so I don't know if I will try it again this time. Maybe I'll give it a shot. Who knows? But there's my second choice for spoilers this week.
I went with, my second one is an enchantment, Enhanced Surveillance. I really like the surveil mechanic. Probably, I mean, it's the same as getting to scry, but there's a lot of cards with surveil on them from this set. So I think that's going to be a good mechanic. Getting to look at any additional cards is always good. The Enhanced Surveillance is a one and a black. One and a black or one and a blue?
You're the one that wrote B on there. I don't know.
I think it's a blue.
It sounds right. What does it do?
It's either a black or a blue.
Look at the top two.
You look at 2 additional cards when you surveil, and then you can exile it and shuffle your graveyard into your library.
It's graveyard related, so it might be blank.
I don't know.
Way to go, dummy.
Well, the card's right here.
Go ahead and talk about it.
Now we know. So if you've got something that has surveil 2, you'll actually get to surveil 4. If you got something with only surveil 1 on it, you get to surveil 3. So you get to look at a lot of cards that way and really get through your deck to the stuff you need depending on the situation. And then once you've gotten all the way through your library, you've dug so deep, you can just exile this, shuffle everything back in, and go do it again. So
yes.
You get this in with some creatures and other cards that have the surveil ability on them, and you'll be able to look at a ton of cards and really get through your deck pretty fast. Yeah, I thought it was a blue. Blue.
It's definitely a blue.
1 and a blue for Enhanced Surveillance. Look at an additional 2 cards when you surveil. Exile it and shuffle your graveyard into your library.
Good card. I like it.
That's what I went with. I'm going to try and do something with surveil.
Yeah, I know you will. You'll get crazy with it, that's for sure. But just having it out there and being able to surveil, when you have a card that's just giving you more options. So yeah, it gets squirrely. I like that. That's a nice one. Nice end.
And then if you mix that in with some of the cards that have like Undergrowth, then if you've dumped a bunch of creatures in, you're going to get big value out of your Undergrowth.
I wonder how many decks we're going to come up with when this stuff gets released.
I don't know. I'm excited about this set.
7,000?
I'm excited about this set.
Yeah, it's pretty sweet.
After going off of a core set that's just kind of meant to be a filler set and doesn't really give you any... I mean, I was thinking about it the other day. I may have talked to you about it. There's decks that came out of M19. There was the white, life gain deck. But then that's really it. Everything else,
Johnny's Pride Mate was really the only one I could think of.
There was some decks that got cards added to them from M19.
But nothing that was really based around specific cards from M19,
So,
but if you know any that we're not thinking about, please post it. Tell us what we're missing.
I'm sure we are.
I know.
I
But
can't think of anything.
I'd rather
off the top
them
of my
tell
head.
us because there's more brains out there searching. We'll just completely go stupid if we try to do it.
Yeah.
So let them send us some posts about it.
I
Cool,
know,
man.
like, what's the Drake? Enigma Drake came back in
that came
M19,
back.
so that kind of that deck was already around though.
That deck, yeah.
But it made it so that it won't rotate out of standard.
Yeah.
And there's another Drake too in Guilds of Ravnica. It's a 2 red, 2 blue. Its power is equal to the number of instant and sorcery cards in your graveyard. Has 4 toughness, just like Enigma Drake. But when it comes into play, you draw a card. So I'm sure that'll become a more popular thing. That deck's not bad.
No.
So
Pretty sweet.
What's your last one?
My last one. It's also an enchantment. You just did one. I'm doing one. So on you. It's called Divine Visitation. It's a 5-drop. Double whites and 3 others. So, if one or more creature tokens would be created under your control, that many 4/4 white angel creature tokens with flying and vigilance are created instead.
I don't like it.
I don't like it. I love it. Actually, with me being with my green-white token deck that I put together that had a lot of kitties that are going to go bye-bye, this is a good addition to that. So the
Anointed Procession is leaving.
Anointed Procession is leaving, so that kind of gives you this back.
How much does that cost? 3?
It's more
5?
expensive. I think isn't Anointed Procession. Was it 4?
Anointed Procession's 4. What's that?
This is 5.
That's 5. So it's
But
one,
this is going to give you something bigger, though. You're getting 4/4 creatures.
instead of getting an extra 1/1 cat, you get 4 4s.
Yeah. So if you had Pride Sovereign, which is rotating out, you'd be getting 2 4/4 flying cats. But I think with the new M19 cat that's out there that revolves around the Ajani, what is he? He's the
Leon and War Leader?
Leon and War Leader. You think when you attack, you tap or 2/2 cat creatures attacking come out. So now you have 2/2 flying cat creatures coming in. 2 4/4. I can't even say it.
4/4 flying vigilant angels.
Yes, instead of cats. So that's a pretty good combo like that. And so I chose that one because that's right down my alley. As far as I'm not a big heavy token type guy, but I will use some token abilities to enhance the other abilities, like creatures coming in, how many creatures you have on the field. I'd never really, even with the one I put together, it wasn't like an overabundance of like vampires that are all 5/5 because you got 4 Legion Lieutenants out there and stuff. But you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I've got.
What was the spell you did
last week?
The one, it was 2 whites, a green, and X.
Yeah.
And you create that many 1/1s.
But yeah, and I also had Convoke. Because
and with Convoke?
Yeah. So can you imagine both those being out there?
Yeah.
I just put a bunch of 1/1s. No, you put like 6 4/4 flying angel creatures out there. You're a dick.
That's terrible. Yeah, that'll be good.
Yeah,
that's fun.
I'll have fun trying to put that one and adjusting the one I have currently to fit this one and a lot of other stuff. So I'm looking forward to that one for sure. And there's my 3, Bubba. What about you?
Hey, my last one is another Dimir creature. Ooh. It is Thief of Sanity. It's 1, a blue, and a black. And it's a flyer. I think it's a 2/2 flyer. Yep. Trying to do all this from memory. No, I'm not. I just didn't write down the power and toughness. So, Thief of Sanity. Whenever it deals combat damage to a player, you look at the top 3 cards of that player's library and exile one of them face down, and you can cast that for as long as it remains face down using any mana. So it's essentially a repeatable Gonti Lord of Luxury effect, only it's 3 cards instead of 4. So as long as you get this out there and you can protect it, then every turn you can attack with it. You hit them if they don't have any flyers.
Take someone's stuff.
And you get to go digging through and the nice thing about this is that the extra cards, the ones that you don't choose, go in their graveyard instead of on the bottom of the library.
I'm already mad. I'm mad right now.
So my first thought was to put this card in with like a mill deck so that you can, obviously you'll be milling them. And then on top of that, you can use this to steal their shit as you're milling them. Mealing? You gotta meal them.
I should make a rule that when stuff rotates out, that you can't build a similar deck to one you had from the previous. You have to you can build it. You just can't.
Captain Poopy Pants doesn't want to play against Mill anymore.
You can't bring it to work. You have to take it somewhere else.
So Thief of Sanity. I don't know as far as like the competitive scene. I don't think this will see much play, but with the way we play, being so casual, I definitely will try to build something with this and see what we can come up with. So there's a ton of spoilers coming out every day, like more than we could ever keep up with our schedules. So hopefully you're enjoying the top picks we're doing here. It's just kind of going over the cards that have come out in the last week. And if you want to take a look at all the spoilers, I know we use mythicspoiler.com. They've got all the cards.
There's a lot of different ones, but yeah, that's one.
They've got everything that, as it comes out, it gets put up there. If you see a picture on there that's a foreign language card, you just click on it, and they've got the English translation for you to, so you can see what they do. But you get a good look at all the art and all the new stuff that's coming out. There's lots of good combinations in all the different guild colors. So I can't wait till next set because I'm more of a Rakdos kind of guy.
Rakdos.
The Rakdos cult. But I guess I got some time to wait on that one. So we'll see what we can do with these now.
Oh, yeah.
You got anything else?
Oh, that's it, really.
All right.
I don't think I was going to do anything.
Thanks for watching, guys. We'll see you next time.
Deuces.
Deuces. Toasty. Hey, thank you for watching. If you enjoyed this video, go down below and find that subscribe button. Press it and the notification bell so that you'll know when we post new videos. If you've got some feedback, follow that arrow to the comment section and let us know what you think. See you next time.